What can we say about this fight, Alex?
Man, this is going to be a great fight. Everyone knows and loves the Beverly brothers. If you're from the state of Kentucky and you know Kentucky martial arts.
Sean McClure, how are you?
Sean, I don't care if you announce me or not, dude. Anyways, you know, if you're from the state of Kentucky and you know mixed martial arts, you know the Beverly brothers. Ken, of course, is having a stellar professional career. Ken is pushing the envelope to get up in the UFC. He's fought on LFA several times. But this is Stone we're talking about here. This is not Ken. Stone is the younger brother of Ken. He's
always been fighting at the lower weight class.
Yeah, he's 135, I think.
The lowest Ken has ever fought is 145.
Yeah, and Ken will fight anybody, 45, 55, 70. Ken doesn't care, nor does Stone. He's a tall 35, long, good technique everywhere the fight goes.
They will be happy to know we're having the legendary Chris Lytle on commentary. No fighter is ever upset that we have Chris Lytle helping us to commentate.
Every time we get Mr. Lytle here on your video, it's a free seminar.
I really appreciate that. And wow, what an action-packed bunch of fights we've had so far.
Great card.
Has that been, and especially, you know, early on, the matchmaking's been, you know, superb. You know, a lot of very good, evenly matched up.
Mr. Lytle, what do you think about that lat drop we saw from Lingo?
That was impressive. You don't see that many lat drops in MMA, you know what I mean? It's very difficult to do, you know, and you put a lot at risk. If you try and throw that lat and you don't work, you're in a bad spot. You're side-mounted. So
I think if that were, he was so high in the air, if that were freestyle, that would have been 5, I think. Good on Lingo.
Yeah, for sure. That was a tough one.
Yeah. Mr. Lytle, are you familiar with Stone Beverly or Trey Wills at all?
I am not. I don't know. What can you tell me?
Okay, so Stone is the younger brother of Ken Beverly. Ken, of course, has fought in LFA several times. He's pushing the envelope to get into the UFC.
Has fought in Bellator.
Yeah, he's fought for Bellator as well. Ken has. Stone is the younger brother. He's much younger. He's tall, skinny, from Hazard, Kentucky, fighting out of a garage out in the mountains somewhere. They'll tell you themselves. They pride themselves on it.
They take pride in that.
Eastern Kentucky strong. They come from the coal mines, and they love it.
That entire Beverly family is a bunch of athletes and hard workers.
Yeah, their cousin's the starting point guard for North Carolina State basketball.
Yeah, they're just a very athletic family.
They're athletic.
They own Hazard. They own Hazard.
So the defining factor of the Beverly brothers is not their technique or even their fight IQ or anything of the sort. No disrespect to them. It's their heart and their grit. They don't come out and they don't hit flying arm bars. And they don't hit 1-2 slip counters. They are 1 inch better, and they grind out every position, and that's how they typically find ways to win their fights.
And I've been told from people they fought that a lot of times that something traditionally in jiu-jitsu someone would react to as a high skill level, they kind of just do it in a very different way. So it's something they're not used to, an unorthodox approach to grappling.
You know, that's really helpful many times because somebody who's really good at jiu-jitsu, people always know what that guy's going to do. If you don't know what this guy's going to do, it totally changes. You're used to what a jiu-jitsu guy's going to do. You don't know what a guy from Hazard County is going to do. Exactly. Especially when these guys have what I like to call high level of gameness, and that gameness is just their ability to like keep coming no matter what and find a way to win, and just they win the scrambles. You know what I mean? Like those are the toughest parts. They may not be best at positioning stuff, but they're better at the scrambles.
Absolutely.
Making his way to the cage now is Trey Wills. Alex, what can you tell us about Trey?
So you talk about high level gameness. Trey Wills is as high level of gameness as an amateur we have in the state of Kentucky.
Wow.
He's a great friend of mine. He trains out of my gym. This is a man who wakes up in the morning and thinks about becoming an HRMMA champion. Not a joke. All he's wanted since he's turned 18 is to become HRMMA champion, and he's grinding towards that. Every fight he's lost has been fight of the night. He's so mean, and he's got the technique behind it to do it. He's been in Taekwondo his whole life. He's got unorthodox striking, hits so hard. He's got several knockouts on his record.
He wrestled
all-state wrestler.
Yeah, wrestled all 4 years in high school, was a region champ and a freestyle state champ.
Yeah, finished his senior year of high school. I think it was 54-2, third in the state in Kentucky. So this is going to be a great fight.
I mean, this has Fight of the Night written all over it, does it not?
Absolutely. I'm really excited about this. And when Trey gets in here, in this cage, you'll see he's mean. He's going to stare Stone down. He's going to want to get inside his head.
Yep.
He's a pit bull.
Little bit of an incident, minor incident at the weigh-ins last night.
I'm not sure. I wasn't there. I was at work. I think I saw Trey kind of stared at Stone a bit.
It wasn't too bad. No punches were thrown. Both guys are okay.
No.
A little bad blood between these guys. Is that what happened?
I don't know.
Was it these guys who were going?
Yep.
Yeah. Trey hates who he's going to fight.
Well, like I said, you can see, like you talked about the death there. Trey's already got it going on right now.
Yeah. When he fights the person he's fighting, he hates him. He wants to kill him.
A little bit of that Diaz brothers in him.
Yes, he does. And every time he's ever fought, he'll come over, win or lose. He'll say, "No bad blood. It's all part of the game."
You know, so that's what some people need to do to get motivated. That some people have to have, that target, that a thing to dislike to motivate them to train. There's different things that motivate people, and sometimes that's what it is.
Yeah, so long as it doesn't cross the boundary of being disrespectful.
Well, and if you have to learn how to control that, because if you're doing 5-minute rounds and you're really mad, you're not going to last.
Big leg kick there from Trey. Bringing it up top. You see Stone immediately switching up stance. It's going southpaw, then to orthodox.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think that was jammed a bit by Trey.
Wow. It was, but you can just see the athleticism and explosive by both guys.
Yeah, these guys are strong and fast.
So I think for all that stare down, Stone does not seem to be intimidated at the least.
No, you're not going to intimidate Stone.
This is kind of funny. You've got two. We have like very much of a Nate Diaz mentality. It's like Nick fighting Nate.
Yeah.
As far as the length goes, Stone has the advantage there, which would be more like a Diaz.
For sure.
Yeah, and I think Stone throws punches in the similar manner as the Diaz. He's not going to throw power punches. He's going to overwhelm with volume. But he's going to have a hard time doing that against Trey.
I say Trey's moving around a lot. I would like to see Stone try to utilize his length a little bit more.
Big wrestling from Trey Wills.
Right back to his feet.
Yeah, big takedown there from Trey. Scores. And Trey's coming in. He's walking down the line. He's moving his head off center.
Oh, wow. I know it looked like that just straight knocked him down, but it looked like Stone was trying to move his legs, and he got kicked right at the right spot, but it definitely knocked him to the ground.
Yeah, Trey's having fun with this.
Oh, I love the body-head combination. He's going right for the hook to the body first, coming upstairs afterwards.
And Stone's leaning hard on that. He's just leaning forward so hard. And Trey's
he's going to have to switch his stance up if he keeps taking too many more of his kicks like that.
Yeah, Trey's ripping the kick. He's so fast at it that Stone is not really having any time to react.
Trey Wills is taking a violent approach to this
fight.
right
to the heel hook. Right to the heel hook. That's him.
For being out in the mountains as much as Stone Beverly is, he does get to train with Lee Spurgeon, Carmen Carroll. I mean, those guys are good, very high-level grapplers.
And Stone does have a heel hook here, but he can't extend that right now. He's got to get that leg out from underneath him and kind of straighten it out a little bit more.
Yeah, Trey's doing a great job of killing the posture of Stone right now. And the best part about all of this is that this is happening right in Trey's corner with my coach, Philip Perkins, and Blake O'Neill.
Yep.
And I think Stone's just conceding the leg lock. He's just going to work on that body.
Yeah, that's smart. He knows, especially with the time, there's nothing he can do about that. There's a sportsmanship right there.
Yeah, these guys are both good guys.
Wow. I will say that Stone Beverly did take a lot of damage to that lead leg, his left leg. He got kicked on that several times, and that's something that can change the fight, make him change up his stance if he takes too many more of them. Yeah,
and one thing that we haven't talked about yet, both of these guys have only fought great opponents.
Really?
Yeah, Trea's fought in the HRMMA All-American tournament and made it to the finals of that tournament. Lost the fight by split decision that he feels like he should not have lost. Stone, on the other hand, has only fought warriors himself.
He lost to Bryant Haynes.
Lost a close decision to Bryant Haynes. Well, I don't know about close. Bryant got takedown after takedown and pretty much made that fight a wrestling match. But Bryant is as good as any amateur we've ever seen here. So that being said, both of these guys have the pedigree and the experience, and they've been in this flame before.
What's Phil Perkins telling Trey Wills right now, you think, Alex?
He's telling him go to the body with the hands before you throw the head kick.
What about continue with the leg kicks?
That's exactly what I'd be telling him. Continually, if you make him change his stance. Once you get him committed to that changing of his stance, you really have him in a bad way, because that's one of his attributes: to be able to move side to side, create other angles, take away that his lead leg, and he's going to be slower all around. Yeah. So when I'm sparring and Coach Phil's coaching me, we're pretty good at landing the big leg kicks, and these guys have to switch stances. And Coach Phil tells me, as soon as that guy switches stances, you rip that inside leg kick. So we'll see if Trea's going to be able to do that here. Trea's walking Stone down. Stone's good.
What a fight.
He's big and long. Stone's able to stay out of the way.
Ooh.
It's such, I mean, Stone's kind of been stagnant here the first 4 minutes of this fight. It's such a hard thing to accept the intensity like that Trey Wills is going to bring to you and just bring it right back.
Yeah.
Good kick there to the body from Stone.
That's one thing I'd like to see him do a little bit more, is there's some straight teeps, some straight kicks to try and slow down the momentum right there of Trey Wills.
Yeah, so as the fight's going to slow down and they're going to stand in the center of the ring, I think that is the fight that benefits Stone more with his length.
Yeah, but he's got to utilize it. And throwing those lead leg kicks, roundhouse leg kicks, that's not a good recipe. Oh, wow. Big right hand.
And you saw the jab, 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 then the big two. And now this is where Stone's going to try to leg pummel in. And he reclaims his guard there.
Now, he's not really trying to do much from bottom besides hold Trey in tight. Is he trying to get the stand up there?
And Trey doing a great job of just walking Stone right over.
Right to his own corner. It's a good job.
So the guard of Stone is open now. He's going big with that elbow to the thigh. Looks like Trey's neck might be in trouble here. He needs to start addressing that. Big slam there from Trey.
Good slam right there. He still has that neck, though.
Yeah, but I think Trey's going to be okay here.
Yeah, he's not able. If he can't roll him over, he's not going to be able to do anything with it.
Just under a minute left.
He's got a nice tight lock on it, but unless he rolls him over, it's going to be very hard to finish it.
I think at the moment, Stone's holding on for dear life. He doesn't want Trey to get this side controller, this north-south position to start ripping. Now Stone's doing a good job of trying to sneak his knee in there.
Try and get a more traditional guillotine. If he can get that and lock it over and roll it over, he might have a chance with something.
And now Stone's starting to progress that. And Trey doing a great job, not letting Stone take a break. But Stone tried to sneak one in there. What a fight, man.
Trey Wills is throwing some heavy leather.
Oh.
10 seconds here. That was a good kick from Stone. And Trey's going to get the takedown to seal the deal on that round. What a fight, man.
Well, I would definitely think Stone is down 2-0. He needs to do something big in this third and final round to try and change the momentum.
I think so as well. Stone's going to try to come out, and I think he'll maybe even try to pull guard. Stone's really good off the bottom. I don't rule out the leg locks. That's what I think we're going to see Stone go for.
If you want to support Trey Wills, give him a follow on Instagram. Trey_the_truth21. Trey is TREA.
And we've got Trey the Truth Wills t-shirts for sale here as well. I've got one on underneath my polo.
Sounds a little biased. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I don't think Stone has any merch for sale.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
As long as you're open about it.
I'll buy a Beverly Brothers t-shirt. Definitely. I'll rep that.
Oh, I would love to.
For
Love
sure,
those
man. These guys are.
Yeah, Ken or
laying it out
Stone.
there.
Ken or Stone, you're watching this video. Make that merch, man. I want to wear it.
Lee Spurgeon in the corner of Stone Beverly. What's he telling him? Go after the legs? Is that what you're thinking, Alex? He's a purple belt right there talking to him. What's he telling him?
I hope he's telling him, well, I hope Trey wins the fight. I admit that I am biased on that.
That's fair.
It's my friend and teammate. I hope he wins
Sure.
the fight. I think Lee is probably telling Stone, you have to finish the fight.
I think, yeah, he better be. If you're a good coach, you're telling me down 0-2.
Absolutely.
You're still in this fight, though. You're still in this fight. You definitely are. You're threatening a couple times with some heel hooks, chokes. You have the ability to win this fight. You have to make it happen right now, though. Don't try and go the distance. Don't try and win the round. Try and win the fight right here.
And I think we're going to see Trey come out here and try to finish this fight.
I agree. I don't think he has it in him not to.
No, he doesn't want a decision. And that right almost landed.
Of Trey Wills, but then also the level change in the takedowns right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Stone maybe erroneously went and pulled for a guillotine there. He didn't quite have the position. And Trey's in this half guard of Stone. But the difference here is that now we're in Stone's corner.
And he did a good job of working back up and trying to get this guillotine right now.
Yeah, we saw in the second round Stone had a pseudo guillotine, and he was able to work it back almost to threaten. Going to see a big lift there from Stone. Good underhook there.
He's trying to get his back from that position. Very interesting.
This is a weird spot. We're going to need.
This is that unorthodox.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is.
Beverly.
Beverly's in and out in a good spot right now. If he can get that arm out, he might. It looks like he's trying to go for some sort of a weird twister type of old high school wrestling guillotine if he can lean back. If he could lean back all the way, he could get this right here, but Trey looks like he knows exactly what he's going for.
Yeah, Trey's
not let him happen. Yeah.
Trey's fighting the hands. He's going to start
That was a good job. If he could have sat all the way back, he would have been in a nasty spot. He would have been that twister.
Stone Beverly staying alive. He knows he needs a finish in this third round. And he is threatening with the back of Trey Wills.
Trey Wills doing a good job of not letting it happen right now, but he's in a pretty bad spot right now. Hard to see what's going on from our angle, but he's definitely got his back. I don't know if he has a choke under there.
Yeah, we can't see much here. Trey needs to start getting his back flat. Yeah. Trey doing a good job of fighting the hands now.
He's getting hit right now, but he's not getting choked if he's getting hit. Like I said, this is too little, too late to just try and win the round.
Yeah, about 1 minute left here before we go to the scorecards. I think maybe Trey just hangs out here.
If I'm Trey, I'm just, my goal is to not get submitted.
Absolutely.
I've got a body triangle right now, makes it even harder to get out. However, not much you can do from there. Now, if you could get, if Stone can get where he can belly down and put a lot of pressure on Trey's back, it could be something, but he's not able to do that right now. Those calf strikes with heel hook strikes are going to hurt, but they're not going to change the outcome of the fight.
Trey throwing the left hand behind his head at Stone. I can't see
it. He's trying to get the choke. I'm not sure if he's able to get it.
I can't see it.
I don't have a good angle on it.
10 seconds.
He better go all out. I don't think he's going to be able to get it. He's got a tight
Trey will go to sleep here.
And he's about to, but I think he's going to be able to.
Yeah.
Wow, Trey will survive.
Fight, dude.
Well, yeah. Wow.
Great show of sportsmanship.
I think it's going to be 2-1, but.
Yeah. Let's say 29-28 for Trey Wills.
Yeah. It's a fair assessment right there.
So many people on that prediction post were saying hard work beats out talent. And they're saying that for Stone Beverly to win the fight. I wasn't going to go to Facebook because I work for this company, so I can't go on Facebook and get in arguments.
Sure.
You don't think Trey Wills is in the gym every day working hard. You don't know him, and you're an idiot to assume
Well,
that.
you can tell just by watching how he fights. If you have that much gas left at the end, you lose the first two and you come back in the third. Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
Both guys are working really hard. You know, this fight will remind me of just how good and athletic, the great wrestling. Proud to announce how we have expanded into Iowa.
Wow.
You know that we're in the process with Pinnacle. They have a great promotion out of Iowa. We have obviously some of the toughest wrestlers in the country out of Iowa.
I was going to say Big Ten country.
Big Ten country. And titles, national titles in any program. We put on fights in Iowa now. So we're
awesome.
very happy to be expanding out to there. I'm just amazed by the expansion we've had with the B2 Fight Series lately, man. We're just all over the place and gaining more states. It's a fantastic thing. Can't wait to see where we're going to go with this thing. But man, I mean, anywhere we can get going in that area, that's the toughest, grittiest wrestlers in the country, in my opinion. And I'm glad we're there.
Absolutely. And what good fights that's going to bring on.
Well, the good thing is too, we're going to be able to get guys who come from Iowa who are going to come here to fight. They're going to come to fight on some of the cards here. That's going to be a great thing.
Look no further than the current fight to see what a good wrestling pedigree does for you.
Exactly. That's what made me think of it.
Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, 29-28, fighting out of the blue corner.
Trey had to look and check his color.
Kind of came out just like we thought, 29-28.
Yep.
Yeah, if someone questions the work ethic of Trey Wills, look no further than his high school wrestling career. They don't hand out those type of wrestling accomplishments. You got to work hard. Chris, you know that.
Man, that is
better than I do, you do.
That is the beauty of wrestling. It is the one thing that most closely mimics MMA fighting. I mean, it's just that one-on-one, however hard you want to work, is how much you're getting. How much you put into it is how much you're getting out of it. But it's exactly the same kind. The weight cut, the wrestling, the grind, the day-to-day going in and doing the hard, dirty work that nobody wants to do is very similar from wrestling to MMA, in my opinion. That's why usually the MMA fighters usually come from a good wrestling background. They've been doing that so much longer.
We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back shortly for more from HRMMA 110.
All right.